Hi, we're live on location in Central Harlem, across the street from the only gay bar in Harlem, Alibi Lounge. Alibi Lounge was recently in the news for having to deal with people discriminating against their fan base and their customers. On June 1st, in observation of Gay Pride Month, the owner, who is also gay, put 2 flags, life-size flags, of the rainbow outside its lounge. Someone reportedly set them on fire the next day. He took the flags down to replace them and said that he was not going to let anyone deter him from having his business here in Harlem. So he replaced them and put 2 new flags up. But on Pride itself, the flags were actually burned for a second time. The flags are no longer visible, as you can see. They're no longer there. So I guess he actually did scare away, his customers and stuff like that. But as many times as I've actually went in there, there's been nobody in there. So I'm not sure how much it's really doing for the community here in Harlem, but it is a good thing to have a local establishment that caters to the community. Hi, John. I'm going to start in a second with Cliffhanger Fridays. This show is actually very personal to me because I'm going to go deep into my own personal situation amongst others in the gay adult industry. Some people may not like what I have to say. Some people may disagree with what I have to say. But as a reporter, I'm here to tell the story through the eyes of the viewers. We all want to know the truth. And the truth starts here with Gaytopix. I know. Are you ready? Remember, you're always in the mix with Gaytopix. Please comment, #Gaytopix, share, drop those emojis, and let me know what you think. Let's get started with Cliffhanger Fridays. From the house of SONGO, this is Gaytopix, the only gay source for hot topics and gay news. Welcome to my house. As I said, we're on location in Central Harlem. Good afternoon. Today is September 13th, 2019. Ooh, very scary. It's Cliffhanger Fridays. We talk everything about the gay adult industry. Please comment and drop those emojis. Thanks for being here. I'm your host, PAPISONGO, the only host to bring you the latest gay and lesbian headlines and breaking news. As a former porn star, I know the industry all too well, and I know information that comes directly from the source and media outlets and various blogs. I stayed quiet for too long, while these people overshadowed me and stole my dreams and aspirations and blacklisted me for no apparent reason. It's time to talk. Cliffhangers will leave you gagging all weekend. PAPISONGO spills the tea, honey. Let's get started. Not only do we have an ongoing issue with racism in this country, in this community of Harlem, and from the actual president of the United States, but gay porn has a pretty obvious racism problem. One site trying to eliminate those claims has faced criticism itself. In 2018, award-winning adult film director and drag queen Chi LaRue debuted his brand new porn site. Made by the producers of Icon Mail, it was called Normail. The site says it breaks free from the stereotypes and conventions of typical interracial gay porn. No body part is off limits, and no desire out of reach in scorching hot black men and interracial encounters, while the preconceptions of tops and bottoms who suck dick and gets rims becomes a thing of the past. The site's description read, blending classic elegance with modern style, Normal showcases black men as they deserve to be, sensual, sexual, and unapologetically fine. The studio launched with a slate of 29 models, less than half identified as black. According to various gay porn news sites, they count 13 of the 29 models are either black or mixed race, while the rest, 16, are all white. That's more than half a ratio is black, so I'm not sure where this is going, but actor Billy Santino, who, to be fair, is currently in a legal battle against Icon Mail, was criticized the site on his personal blog, saying that Normal failed to put its models in the center of the marketing push. I'll tell you why, Santoro said. There is still that fear that black men simply cannot sell porn. Santoro said some advice for Normal: don't fetishize a race. You can use the content methods, but focus on the reliability rather than watching a big black dick fuck. In response, one commenter wrote, Normal showcases black men the way they deserve to be seen, having sex with white men. The Normal site launched with a slate of videos, all of which were interracial and include titles like Big Black Cock Massage and Big Black Daddy. Racism in porn has been a hot button issue, with the Gavin Awards insulted at an awards category called Black Ethnic Scene. Black Ethnic Scene, which featured actors of colors all in one category. They eventually removed the category after an announcement drew criticism from the queer community. Several porn stars, including Gavin nominee Hugh Hunter, spoke out against the category. After he saw the nominations for the 2018 Gavin Awards, he said enough is enough. Not one actor nominated for Best Actor was of color. Hunter withdrew his nomination for Best Actor and from the awards ceremony in its entirety. In June, Lucas Entertainment released a film called Black Cocks Matter, starring black actors Max Connor, Andre Donovan, and Bama Romello, alongside 3 white actors. In all fairness, none of these actors weren't told about the title when they agreed to appear in the film. Connor revealed on Twitter in a tweet that has been deleted, but my team, the IAB, Industry Analysis Bureau, found the tweet which said, and I quote, I worked on this project, and if it means anything, we weren't told the name of the movie. But I do understand though, end quote. The studio eventually changed the film's title to Black Cocks Rule. I don't know about them, but whenever I did a movie, I always wanted to know the title to make sure that my name was actually in the title. So I don't really believe that they didn't know the title of the movie. They just did it for the money, like all other porn stars do. For those who don't know, the head of Lucas Entertainment is Michael Lucas, who has a long history of alleged abuse, threatening, and not paying actors, revenge porn, and racism. To fetishize black men in porn is not only a really surprise coming from this bigot like Michael Lucas, but it's something of a new low for him. My team, the Industry Analysis Bureau, reached out to Lucas Entertainment and they declined to comment. Speaking of Normal, adult actor Jason Zhu announced in April he will be Speaking of Normal, adult film actor Jason Zhu announced in April he will no longer be working with Normal. Zhu said the site meant to showcase black actors was not painting the community the way it was promised. I stopped working for Normal when I woke up, Zhu tweeted. when I saw that everything was a lie, and I would like to apologize for having the wolves in suits to sell this. Wake up, y'all, he added. I'm not angry. He added, I'm not angry. I just sat back and watched as the aspiration didn't meet the reality. We are being used to sell a product that doesn't cater to our community. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, okay. I never said so much as boo to Jason Zhu when I reached out to him to hear his side of the story and found out I was blocked. Probably influenced by Max and Chi-Chi, who have also blocked me. I found Chi-Chi to be highly unprofessional and rude when he didn't have his way. We used to have a good rapport prior to the launch of his site, Normal. I was the only one on Instagram to like his pictures. He would barely get 10 likes. As of today, neither Max or Chi-Chi has yet to thank me for introducing them to each other, as does Amon Rizzo. As you know, Max Connor's first video was with Normal, and it got him the Gavin Award for Best Duo Scene with Amon Rizzo. In July, but you know something? Amon's mouth is just as big as his hole. So I don't really care if he blocked me. He's an asshole, just like Max. They let fame get to their heads. You know, I never did that. I stayed humble to my roots. In July, actor Bruno Bernal refused to apologize for using the N-word. He's recently not getting any work. Porn site Sean Cody also referred to one of its black actors as chocolate-skinned. According to data pulled from Pornhub, gay porn consumers view videos with black men more than any other category. Searches for content featuring black men take up to 3 out of 10 searches. But while consumers clearly want content featuring black actors, white names dominate the list of most popular actors. Johnny Rapids. Those white actors include Johnny Rapid, Rocco Steele, and Jake Bass are the top 3 most popular names a search on Pornhub. Do you like interracial porn, white porn, or black on black porn? Please comment below. #Gaytopix. Personally, I really don't see where the problem is, because everywhere you look there's a black actor in porn. Because it sells. As a teaser just yesterday, and now it's here, gay porn legend and owner of Tim Tales, Tim Kruger, made his bareback debut. Fucking John Thomas bareback on Tim Tales. And yes, it's better than anyone could ever imagine. After 13 years, this is the first time you've ever seen Tim Kruger pumping his fat cock into someone's hole without a condom. John Thomas is probably one of the luckiest bottoms in the industry. It marks the 10-year anniversary of his estimated $18 billion company. What do you think of Tim Kruger going raw? Comment below. #Gaytopix. Oh, you're gonna love this one. This is good. I'm gonna get in trouble. In 2016, adult film star Mike Dozer, aka Christopher Steele, was just handed a 22-year prison sentence after pleading guilty to raping a 14-year-old. Dozer met the boy on a hookup app, Jacked, 3 years ago, and was believed to be aware of the boy's age prior to hooking up with him. He was arrested in 2013 on federal charges that included statutory rape, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and aggravated indecent assault. But his legal woes didn't end there. In the separate state trial that is still underway, he also confessed to exposing the boy to HIV without telling him. The HIV-positive adult star has appeared previously as an anti-condom ambassador. He had already pleaded guilty to federal charges of felony rape and pled guilty to reckless endangerment of another person following his initial arrest in 2014, having sex with a victim without condoms. The Pennsylvania state conviction is in addition to Steele's federal conviction of related charges, though it is not known if these two separate prison sentences will be served consecutively or concurrently. The 33-year-old was reportedly charged with involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, aggravated indecent assault, discriminated against a minor, corruption of a minor amongst the charges that were filed in court before his guilty plea. Steele faces a maximum of 22 years to life in prison. In 2012, the FDA approved the antiviral medication Truvada, also known as PrEP. Why wasn't this porn star taking his meds? My team, the IAB Industry Analysis Bureau, investigated this trend in porn, in gay porn. But let's do the math and scientific facts. In 2014 and 2015, before Mike Dozer's arrest, he filmed with Antonio Biaggi bareback, exposing HIV to the Puerto Rican legend and bottom Dominic Soul in a threesome with them both. He also starred with Biaggi in 2 other films. The risks of transmission are quite high if you ask me. Although it is unclear if Biaggi is paused, his model should get tested, but my movie with him was in 2012. Another former Tim Tales exclusive was ordered by Tim Kruger to wrap it up on set when he filmed every scene, a source told the IAB. I personally remember the day in particular, in 2012, when I wrote about my first encounter with a black daddy known as known as Color X. It reads, I just finished working out. I worked out my shoulders. I was just leaving a gym and I was feeling nice and pumped. As I strolled down 8th Avenue in Chelsea, finding a source of protein, I suddenly recognized a familiar face from a video I had seen the night before and jerked off to. I said to myself, we would have great chemistry on film and produce some great stuff. Who could resist PAPISONGO? There he stood waiting as the light to change is going too fast. First it goes slow and then it goes too fast. Then he stood waiting for the light to change, 5'7" tall and erect with a hooded jacket covering his chocolate-covered bald head. From the autumn breeze that chilled the air, his lips as soft as cotton balls and red as strawberries. His eyes were light brown, reminding me of the puppy I saw in the window wanting to find a new home. His skin was as dark as a Hershey's Kisses in which he covered my body with. As he continued to kiss my pale skin, he colored it pasty with each touch. He stared into my light-colored eyes, and before I knew it, he invited me to dinner. I didn't know if it was the chicken quesadilla or the instant attraction, but the energy was high, and I was enjoying every minute staring into those light brown eyes. A magnificent piece of beauty, and I couldn't believe I was sitting next to him. He told me his real name, and I knew instantly we had connected before. And honestly, he took the top prize for the session. It was incredible. I have yet to find anyone who can at least compare to his standard. But last night, I had a second chance to show him what he was missing, because we reconnected, and once we reconnected, he remembered who I was. I guess he had to feel the hole to know who I was. Emotions ran through both of our eyes as we started to cry and remembered each other's, and tears started to flow. We cried together as his thick cock pounded into my now stretched out hole, banging my prostate hard. My mind was numb as I took the severe fucking, hot and sweaty and rough. Whoa! It was hot. Never to be seen on camera though. Thank you, Cutler, for teaching me and opening up to me, allowing me to get to know the real you, who is genuine with a big heart, warm, pleasant, and gifted with a great social body. I'm going to repeat that. Thank you, Cutler, for teaching me and opening up to me, allowing me to get to know the real you, who is genuine with a big heart, warm, trusting, caring, and gifted with a great social network of family and friends. You are loved. I felt compelled to return the favor of love, generosity, and most of all, I gave him a stuffed puppy. Who doesn't love a puppy? And he named it KC after me. Our ongoing relationship went on for years, and he never mentioned his status. We had sex several times. He created a portable sling and fucked me in it at the annual Black Party 2012 here in New York City at Roseland Ballroom. I also let him use my harness to wear that night. He would hide his hotel room key in one of those free newspaper things that you find on a corner of the street, or in a payphone for me to find just so I can get to his hotel room. I also made his transition from condom to bareback porn. I have mentioned that several times on social media, with email correspondence as proof. His first bareback scene was with Macho Fucker, and it wasn't with me. After that, he became an international star and stayed on top since. Like others who have achieved when they started doing bareback porn, including Biaggi, Tim Kruger, Francois Sagat, who made his first bareback movie premiere with Knockout last year for the production company Raw Strokes. There's also Ray Diesel, to name a few. But Cutler has yet to work with me on his actual own site and Just for Fans, or any other production company for that matter, or just simply say thank you for introducing him into a whole new market of people and followers. I realize he blocked me too, for no reason. Cutler is an A-list porn star and destroys thousands of holes on and off screen every single day. The impact of risk and transmission. I'll say that again. Cutler X is an A-list porn star. Cutler X is an A-list porn star and destroys thousands of holes on and off screen every day, thanks to me. The impact of risk of transmission is ridiculously high. I encourage those who film with him to get tested as soon as possible. He may deny it and hate me on my investigating reporting, but to prove you have nothing to hide, come on my show and take the test. Take the test. Take the test. I know where you live because you posted it on social media looking for bottoms to film. I asked you and you claim you don't read your tweets. Yeah, whatever. I know this to be true for both actors, Biaggi and Cutler, because I have fucked with both of them. And I am HIV positive. They knew about it, and so they knew about it prior to production and still film with me. Yes, I am. I found out on Christmas Eve 2006, which ended my career in the military. But here's the tea. The reason why more and more studios are choosing to go bareback, like Tim Tales, Christian Dior, Lucas Entertainment, just to name a few, are because numerous studies and the CDC have proven that HIV positive men with undetectable viral loads are incapable of transmitting the virus. And two of the most alarming and most importantly, it is that I reported that 85% of those working in the gay adult industry have HIV. Dante Thick of Next Door Mail tweeted, "Yeah, everyone should be tested. I don't want to work with anyone who's undetectable or detectable. Would be nice to make this a mandatory law and get mandatory tests? I don't know, it just sounds right to me and smart to me, he said. Hold on, okay? You're going on an emergency and you're going slow as hell? What's going on with the ambulance? I can't read your comments, but I can see you, John, because I can see your emoji, your profile. And everybody else who's commenting, I can't see because the sun glare and because you're way too far from me. I needed to get Alibi Lounge in a shot, though. Dante Thick of Next Door Mail tweeted, yes, everyone should be tested. I don't want to work with anyone who's undetectable or detectable. Would be very nice to make this mandatory and also mandatory testing. I don't know, it sounds smart to me. Thick wrote in his tweet in response to fellow performer Nick Fitt's tweet, mentioning a need to update the adult industry to FACC to pass testing systems so that the undetectable performers work equally alongside HIV negative models. Thick's studio, Next Door Studios, responded to the backlash by saying that it decided not to renew Thick's exclusive contract with the studio after working with him for 3 years. Guess they didn't want him on there after he was honest. Seems like everybody gets blacklisted for being honest. But that's why I created this show. The truth shall set you free. Most of y'all people think you know your porn stars, but you don't. Do you think porn stars should reveal their status to their co-stars and fans, especially when they're escorting or filming a movie? Please comment below. #Gaytopix. I am personally not paying anyone to purposely infect me. At least not $400 an hour like Cutler X or Rocco Steele charges. I say this not to be discredited. What are you going to do, blacklist me again? It is very critical for people living with it, and if you're very critical of people living with HIV, be careful, because it just might be you one day. Be careful, because it just might be you one day. Hopefully it won't with PrEP. And if you know someone on PrEP, like myself, don't hate them or discriminate against them. Congratulate them for taking the responsibility for their own sexual health and well-being, as well as others' sexual health and well-being. That is the true definition of a man. I never hid my status, but I've been very helpful with raising awareness, working with various agencies to end the stigmata associated with HIV. It's no longer a death sentence. Wake up, people. We are all living healthier and longer lives. Would you date someone who is HIV positive? Comment below. #Gaytopix. I told you Cliffhanger Fridays was going to be good. That's it for Gaytopix. It is also the end of my premiere week. I hope you enjoyed Gaytopix as much as I have. Like the ABC7 NY team of reporters, I have been accurate, personal, and forthcoming with my investigating and reporting. Please comment, share, and follow me on all social media. Subscribe to my YouTube channel @Gaytopix. Remember, you're always in the mix with Gaytopix. I'm your host, PAPISONGO. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you live on Monday on location in New York City for Gaytopix All Day Monday. Right now, I'm actually going to pick up my phone so I can read you comments for Ask Poppy. But I'm going to take a break because the sun is blaring in my eyes. I can't believe I just said that. Yes, I'm probably going to get in trouble, but like I said, what are you going to do? Blacklist me again? Tom, give me the time. 20, okay. Hi. I was watching my live feed yesterday. Hi, Nicole. I was watching my live feed yesterday, and I noticed it stopped as well. I think because it's loading it, so you blame Facebook for that. After getting reported and put in jail on my actual page, I report here so I can still go live. But next week, I'm going to go live on my Instagram page at Gaytopix. I'm going to alternate between the two of them. I'm going to alternate on all my social media platforms at Gaytopix, Gaytopix. I'm also trying to do a show where people vogue. So if you know somebody who vogues, or you vogue, or you want to battle somebody who vogues, please come on my show. Send me an email at gaytopix@gmail.com or just click send email. I need somebody who vogues. I want that voguing battle to go. I remember being a teenager, and next week I'm going to go live and show you the actual pier, the iconic Christopher Street pier. But I remember being a teenager prior to actually going into the Army. There's a bar on Christopher Street, which I'll get into more later, but it's called the Hanger Bar. It was my favorite bar simply because the doorman or bouncer was kind of like an inspiration for me. He knew I was young, because I was only 16, but he knew I was young, and he said, I can't let you in, but if you show me all your A's, I'll get you a drink for every A you got. And I actually did that. So I went to school because this dude, now if you remember me, I was actually scared to go to school because of the bullying and racism and homophobic slurs that I got every single day of being jumped. But he actually made me go to school just so I can actually be social with people who are like me, you know, who were also gay. Mind you, they were a lot older than I was at the time, but you know, I got to mingle with the gay community and felt like a place of home, you know what I mean? It also kind of fucked me up when I became a porn star and go-go dancer. I've danced on every bar on that block except Hanger. Now, I've been going to your establishment as a customer since I was 16 years old. And now here I am. At the time, I was in my 30s, still going to your bar, spending shitloads of money on drinks, and you don't even want to let me work for you as a dancer? And then the dancers that I see at that bar were nothing compared to what I was? That kind of hurt me, you know? I don't know what it is. You know, people think because, you know, I'm sexy that I have it a certain way. But I think people who are actually very attractive and have this sex appeal are the most discriminated against. You know, and people hate them because they are sexy. People don't want to talk to them because they're sexy. People don't want to associate with them because they're sexy. My sister actually, you know, my twin sister, actually would hang out with ugly people purposely, because whenever they would go out, people would say, oh, you're the sexy one, you know? But she wasn't all that cute. I don't speak to my sister either. It is what it is. I don't get mad, because it took so much of my time and energy investing and wanting to know why, to find closure as to why this was happening to me. But I realized I wasted so much of my life trying to figure out why and get the acceptance of these people who just were not worth it. And right now, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what anybody has to say about me anymore. I'm tired and I'm too old for the drama. Grow the fuck up. That's why I created this show, Gaytopix. Not only to pursue my dream in journalism, but to report live every day on location to show people who don't live in New York City how beautiful this city is. And to also bring you the story from the actual inside perspective. There's always more to the story, but you only hear certain sides because, you know, people have to sugarcoat what they say and things like that. So I'm here to report to you the actual truth of the story and the real story for what it is, and to get your opinion on that. That's why my inspiration comes from the ABC 7 NY team. I love Channel 7 Eyewitness News. They are all engaging, reliable, trusting, and confident with their reporting. I'm gonna dismount, okay? Let me put my shit away, because I'm gonna show you alibi. Actually, if I use my mic, I can actually get in. Let me see. I understand you're giving me directions, but you're also distracting me. Stop. Let me do it. It's my show. Control of what I say, control of what I do. It's all about control. Thanks, Janet. Like my shirt? I was one of the first models to wear his clothing line. If you didn't notice, let me see if I could point it out, because the sun is too much. But yeah, you can see him there. You can see his face there. It's Francois Zagat's clothing line, Kick Zagat. So as I said, I was one of the first models to wear his clothing. And as a model, you know, he sent me my shit for free. But I would wear it wherever I went and whatever I did to promote his line of clothing. This wasn't a topic because I was actually going to save this for Monday, but I guess because I still have time, I have like 18. Okay. I have a couple more minutes, so I guess I can talk about it. He created a clothing line. He's a French-born porn star who worked for men.com, you know, Raw Strokes, as I mentioned, Tim Tales, and a bunch of, you know, shit. This is why I can't tell you, because I don't really know all the information yet, because I haven't investigated. But I do know this. He sold his clothing line after making 12 million euro, which, you know, in American money, that's double for what actually it is. So in American, it's $24 million. He sold his $24 million company to go back into porn. Now people may say, oh, you know, porn stars don't make enough money and stuff like that, but you can be very successful doing porn, like he is. He's a true inspiration, a sexy ass motherfucker, a great marketing tool, and a beautiful body. God, he is so sexy. Oh, he listened to Cardi. Offset. But yeah, he sold his company basically to get back into porn. But he got his inspiration for going to the Paris Fashion Week every year. He's also friends with one of my good friends, Philip Blonde. And Philip Blonde owns the company The Blondes with his husband, David Blonde. I remember, like, my friend Michelle, she's no longer my friend, but because she's in jail, but my friend Michelle and I used to work for a magazine called Next Magazine, and I would do photography for nightlife. So when at the back of the magazine, you would look and see all the people, you know, celebrating life and gay culture at various bars and nightclubs and parties. We were always VIP. So I remember going to this party once, and it was Patricia Field's after party, because Patricia Field became huge and had a store on 8th Street in New York City. She became huge after Sex and the City became widely popular in the business, and Samantha or Sarah Jessica Parker was using her clothing on the show. So Patricia Field became huge after that, and she did a fashion show for New York Fashion Week, and after that there was prior to her show was an opening. Just like concerts with Nicki Minaj and everybody else, you have an opening act before the actual act. The opening act was an unknown man, drag queen, and his husband, called the Blondes. I saw Philip Blonde. This is very personal. After he did 3 looks, just 3 looks, everybody was in awe. Was like, oh shit, who's this? Who's this? And the next year, he premiered his line at Fashion Week. But I know Philip Blonde personally because at that party, I saw him and was just in complete awe of his beauty, even as a drag queen. And I don't like drag queens, you know, personally to get involved because I like men, you know what I mean? But as a drag queen, I was just so amazed by his beauty, and I was like, whoa, you're really gorgeous. And he kissed me. We started tonguing each other down in front of his husband, who wasn't his husband at the time because you couldn't legally get married here in New York City. But, you know, his husband didn't mind, and he actually pushed us together further. So we kissed for a good 2 minutes. And when Philip pulled away from me, I had lipstick all over my face. Do you know, even though I'm blacklisted, he is still one of my all-time favorite friends and remembers that day very, very clearly. And just because of that, you know, the blondes dressed like everybody, like J-Lo, Ariana, Beyonce, Cardi. You know, Cardi was actually their model last year in New York Fashion Week. But you know, the fact that he's made it so big and still remembers me makes me feel so much love from this man. And I like people like that. And the industry didn't do that to me. Regardless of how famous you are, how famous you become, you should never forget where you came from. Never forget the people who put you there. That's why I mentioned Cutler X. His whole career changed because of me. And he's never said so much as a thank you to me, or actually wanted to repay me by doing a film with me. But yet you want to fuck off camera all the time? I don't get it. So that's why I don't give a fuck what he has to say about what I just said. Like I said, if you want to dispute what I said, come on to the show and do the test. It takes 15 minutes to do an HIV test. Prove to everybody. Because you're not telling your models. And I think that is against the law, and you should face criminal charges too. Yeah, get mad. I don't care. I told you, I'm tired of staying quiet. I'm tired. I got blacklisted for no reason. No reason whatsoever. How do I go from working with the top production company in the world and being an exclusive model, something of which, and I quote from that movie, Devil Becomes Her, 1 million girls wanted the position, but they gave it to you. So yes, 1 million girls wanted the position, and I got it. And then all of a sudden, nobody wanted to work with me after my contract was up. What the fuck? The whole purpose of going on contract is because you become highly in demand. And they want you, and the pay keeps going up and up and up and up and up. But nobody wanted me after that. In fact, I was blacklisted, and I don't understand why. People ask me to this day, why are you blacklisted? Are you that stupid? Are you that retarded? If I knew if I was blacklisted, I wouldn't be blacklisted anymore, dumbass. So instead of asking me why am I blacklisted, why don't you ask them? Because they're the ones blocking me and reporting me and putting me in jail. Yeah, I'm getting emotional because this shit, it took so much out of me for so many years because I wanted to do something that I really love doing, and they stopped me from doing that. And now I'm too old, you know, and it's unfortunate how they destroyed my life. They really, really destroyed my life because, again, I didn't have any closure. I didn't understand what was happening to me or why these people were doing this to me, because all the models, and I can show you email after email after email, were like, yes, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. But apparently any association with me, they will be blacklisted too. So of course they denied working with me. But then they went on a step further and blocked me. I never gave you a reason to block me. I just asked to work with you. One notable star, like I said, was Jason Zhu. I never spoke to him, ever. And when I reached out to him for his comment on quitting Normal, I was blocked. What did I do? I didn't even know you knew me. Then Max Connor and Armand Rizzo, I actually introduced them to each other. Look on my Twitter feed, you'll see it. I actually introduced them to each other, which then they went on to Normal because I put Chi-Chi in the tweet as well. So I introduced them all together to change their careers as well. And I never got so much as a thank you. In fact, they blocked me. Then there's Driller. I gave him his shot at macho fucker because he is a macho fucker in my eyes. He's so sexy. I love his tattoos. Anyway, Driller apparently, and I saw the invoice, I got paid $1,000 for my scene with him. He got paid $3,000. Wait a minute, I referred you. I should be getting paid more money. So when I questioned him about it, he got all mad at me and didn't want to speak to me anymore, and that was the end of that. Don't question me about my money. Wait a minute, I'm not questioning you about your money. I'm asking why you got more than I did. That's it. Like, that doesn't seem accurate to me or right to me, you know? So he stopped speaking to me. But he didn't block me. That shows the level of professionalism, maturity, and respect. He didn't block me like so many others have. Probably block me now, but I still love you, Driller. I do. See, when you go live, people always trying to get in your feed. They're laughing now, but I blocked you, bitches. I wanted to go into Alibi, but it's too early and they appear to be closed. Kevin, I actually mentioned it earlier in the show, so if you actually look through earlier, you'll see where I got the shirt from. But you know who it is, right? He's so cute. You're so cute. PAPISONGO, you are so cute. People actually wanted me to drop my name, PAPISONGO, but when I became PAPISONGO 11 years ago, it's my brand. That stayed with me for 11 years. 11 years. How can I part with something that is actually part of me and my personality? You know what I mean? Yeah, granted, PAPISONGO is fake and he's an actor, you know, so everything is scripted and you know, it's not the real Kenny Cruz, but it is part of me because it was part of me for so long. And so when I created this show, I was actually going to use my real name, but I like PAPISONGO way too much. So PAPISONGO it is. Hold on while I take another break. This sun is like, what the fuck? I can't take a break. It's going too long. Yes, I know. I got 4 minutes. You can't see my eyes, but damn, you look so sexy. He's so cute. Mwah. So again, thank you for watching my show, Gaytopix. It's a show that I created, and I hope that inspires many other people to make me go mainstream. I'm an investigative reporter. My team and I, the Industry Analysis Bureau, report live every single day of the week to bring you the latest gay and lesbian headlines, breaking news, and inside information. You miss a day, you miss a lot. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure getting to know all of you this week, and hopefully we'll continue to grow with each other as I continue to report live every day. Follow me everywhere on social media at Gaytopix, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gaytopix. You have ever fan out with a gay celebrity? Please comment below or send me a picture at gaytopix@gmail.com. Do you look like a gay celebrity? Please send me your pictures at gaytopix@gmail.com. Want to co-host with me? please send me an email at gaytopix@gmail.com. Remember, I'm scouting for Voguers, so if you Vogue, please send me an email so you can battle on my show. I'm looking for people who Vogue. Please, if you Vogue, come on my show at gaytopix@gmail.com. It's been a pleasure getting to know all of you, and I hope to see all of you again live Monday at 3 p.m. As always, you're always in a mix with Gaytopix. I'm your host, PAPISONGO. Have a blessed weekend. I love you all.